times mobilization fails because more prevalent in our society and in even in the NGO world is this free culture that come quickly do an intervention, give out stuff to for free, with the result that even in the communities, people um, are unwilling a lot of times to actually invest in something. They also want, what will you give us and how can we quickly get it. So be ready for a very, if you truly are serious about any project or intervention, be ready for a very slow mindset change. Oftentimes people think it's not their job, it's the government's job. There's a social mistrust that's present in the society for a number of reasons. A lot of times, technical know-how is missing, and then who doesn't want things for free? So those are often the commonest reasons why mobilization fails to achieve its result. Uh, Learning number two, activists or staff for projects needs to be from the community. No one can work as a volunteer consistently, but balance the money versus the mission thing. So get staff, because there is competent staff in the communities. It just takes longer to find them, but get staff that belongs to that community, because their level of investment and work will be much better than staff that's doing it as a project. Um, the this is a common pitfall. Instant, a well-defined blueprint of how exactly we're going to do something versus a process approach. So you should know approximately what the various steps will be, but there cannot be in effective programming a rigid blueprint. This is how things are going to be done. For example, when we started our business in a box with the local women to start them on a business, initially we set the same list for all the mohallas. That failed miserably. And initially we were procuring stuff for them. We could not get suitable prices, we were not nimble. So constantly programs need to be changing and learning from what is being seen. Learning number four is that social development programs can rarely be 100% sustainable if you just evaluate them in terms of money. And with the result that when you evaluate them, there needs to be an element of what is the benefit in terms of health, what is the benefit in terms of well-being. They can be sustainable to some extent, but 100% I haven't come across with program. And from other countries, the experience is similar. Attaining a community's persistent commit to a task, to a committee, to a focus, target, or a goal is very challenging because people are busy with surviving. So if you want persistent commitment, you have to hire staff at various levels from the community, not just mobilizers, but just hire decision-making staff as well. Um, Results have to be meaningful. We all know this, but a lot of times, again, it's very easily overlooked. We often look at the number of people trained, the skills learned. What we're not looking at is that businesses that were launched to them 12 months later, or skills learned, are they actually being applied or not? So results have to be more than just superficial meeting of the targets. In our quest for innovation, sometimes we forget that the reason things aren't working is because the process needs a little bit of tweaking, not because the program itself is a total failure. So you can learn a lot from where the process did not work or where it worked. And innovation is not necessarily the best way to go about it. We all know evaluation is a really tricky thing. Donors, implementing NGOs, we're all in the same boat. Everyone wants to know that they did an excellent and a super successful program. It's important, if we truly want to make a dent on development and poverty, to have a more objective measure, a more objective evaluation, and not feel that if the program did not achieve 100% result, somehow we are responsible. There is learning to be had in success and failure, but this is important to do that. And then finally, for all the numerous programs that are happening in Pakistan, um, incredible programs, there's very little scientific evidence. So written documentation, papers, questions, being skeptical about results is a necessity in order to contribute to the global, national, and local debates with evidence.